Here we are in the basement of the United States Capitol with a plaque that is intended to honor the police who gave their lives on January 6th during the attack on the Capitol. Sadly, Speaker Johnson has chosen not to display it despite an agreement to do that. It's a beautiful tribute to the men and women who protected the Capitol during the onslaught, and I'm going to continue to urge Speaker Johnson to do the right thing and prominently display this in the U.S. Capitol for all Americans to see when they visit the sacred grounds that are the United States Capitol.
The irony of it is that you could have put up the one plaque. What's the result? You now have dozens around the Capitol.
Walk the halls of Congress and you can't miss them. These poster-sized copies of a plaque designed to honor the local, state, and federal law enforcement officers who defended the U.S. Capitol building on January 6, 2021. The rollout of the replicas kicked off a few weeks ago, spearheaded in part by Rochester Congressman Joseph Morelli. They can now be found outside the offices of roughly 120 Democratic lawmakers, including former Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
Last week I called on Speaker Johnson to put up what is required by law, this plaque, which honors the men and women in law enforcement who defended the Capitol during the siege on January 6th in 2021. The Republicans refused to do it.
They say the Republicans are worried about upsetting President Donald Trump, who has always downplayed January 6th when his supporters swarmed the building trying to stop Congress from certifying Joe Biden's election in 2020, an election President Trump still falsely insists.
You're the chief law enforcement officer in the United States. You have a responsibility directly, but you swore an oath to the Constitution, not the president. Want to know what your views are on the extent to which pardons cover potential crimes committed by individuals who've been pardoned but unrelated to January 6th.
Do you mean the ones that were done by the auto pen? I'm not going to discuss
right.
anything that
Mr.
could
Chairman,
be or not be
I
pending litigation.
respectfully, Ms. DeLauro accused you of filibustering. I think that's the height of filibustering. This is a serious, serious topic, and for you to suggest that you don't have an opinion or to divert to other things that had nothing to do with January 6th pardons, I think is frankly demeaning to your responsibilities and your job. But that
Here's the bottom line is you don't want to honor these people because you don't want people to remember what happened on January 6th. We're the opposite. We want people to remember so that we don't fall prey to this again.